Hi everyone. So, in this task next week, or whenever you happen to do this, you're going to be learning about using Python, and it's Python Turtle that you're going to be using. So, I've got some examples of code here that you possibly will see depending on the tutorial, and I've got my plan. So, it looks a bit messy right now, but all I've planned out is the initials from my name. So you can see them here, and I've started to plan out the coordinates. Now each little dot we've said is worth 10 pixels, just to make it slightly easier because it looks very complex, and I know this diagram looks really complex, but what we can see here is some code that I've written already. So I'm going to delete everything I've got here and go through the tutorial. So we've got Alex, who's this turtle. We can pretty much name him within reason anything we want. So I'm going to just call it Colin, because that's me. So to change anything that was Alex to Colin, and we can see that that first code makes him go to 0, 0, which is the first coordinate. And looking at my plan here, the first place I want it to start is minus 50, 40 on our grid. So if we do colin.go to minus 50, 40, and run it, we'll see that it draws a line there. Now the reason for these scribbles is because I don't want it to draw that line at that point. So before we get it to move, we're going to do colin.pen up. And now when we run that code, you can see it jumps from that initial point to there. Now we could also forget this go to 0, 0 entirely at the beginning, because it's not important that it starts at that point. We want it to start from here. So depending on your design, you could design yours to come out from the bottom if you wish, but I'm going to start from that coordinate there. And then it's a case of working our way systematically through our coordinates. And if you've planned your coordinates properly, it will make your life a lot easier. So if we take our time typing these, having counted up the pixels, now a real lazy cheat that we can put in is copy pasting code that we've already written and just changing very carefully, of course, the pixels on our grid. So it looks like I've minus 140, 110, minus 110, 140 here, and then back to minus 50 and 140. So hopefully when I play this now, you can see it did move in the shape, but because we got to go to the start with pen up, we can just change that now to pen down. Press play, and we can see on that first part, you can see it's gone from 0, 0. So it's really important that you've got things in the correct order. Otherwise, you would get unwanted things happen in your program. So you can see I've got my really terrible C planned out now. Now what's next? You would need to work your way through and plan out the rest of the coordinates in your plan. So we've got 40, 40 here, and if we count up the pixels, so that's 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. So up here would be 40 on the X and 140 on the Y coordinates. And you can see we've already got 40, 40 for this one. And we've got a scribbly line here to show that the pen needs to be lifted. Now what's a really useful thing to do in Python is have comments, and you can put a comment in by doing a hashtag. And if you can write in here start of C character, that means anyone else reading your code could understand what it does. End of C character. And then here we can put another comment saying start of M character. So before I do this next part, I need to do colin.pen up, colin.go to 40, 40, which is the pixel for the bottom of the letter M, and then colin.pen down to start drawing again, and colin.go to 40, 140. Being careful with my spelling, pressing play, and we should hopefully have the beginnings of the next character. So what you're going to be doing is designing the layout of your initials. First of all, taking some time to plan out the Cartesian coordinates, double checking those because it will save you a lot of time later instead of trying to guess them. And if you're working in groups, you can design more characters, or you could add more complexity to your diagram once you get it all working.